Alright, so today we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead issue 175, A New World Order, part 1 of the 6-part story arc of the New World Order that started earlier this month. Now also out this month is the Rick variant cover for issue 175. Now if I'm correct, I think they're going to be doing one each month of a different character, or 15, I'm not totally sure, depending on what they do, but there should be at least a couple variants, at least 12, in honor of The Walking Dead's 15-year anniversary. So starting off with the first open book, we enter with Eugene's group being held at gunpoint with the lights flashing in their eyes from the Commonwealth soldiers, who are very cool looking. I'm not totally sure how I feel about the armor, but it seems pretty cool. I think that it's a good way to differentiate them from the Kingdom armor on the rest of the armor that the other communities use. Then you get a little kind of funny, smart alecky couple comments from the new character, the princess. And this is alright. I kind of feel like she doesn't really belong, but I'm gonna give her a shot right now. It's still a new character, but just kind of felt like it was out of place. But we'll see how this character goes on moving forward with the story. If I don't like her, then I'll let you know. Next we move to Eugene, who gets confirmation that this is indeed in fact the group that Stephanie belongs to, that the girl he had previously been talking to on the radio. And right away he's demanding to talk to her only, because he only trusts her and not these soldiers that are meeting with them. However, they refuse, and I find this very smart on his behalf, because I feel like he doesn't know these guys. He has every right to want to know like what's going on and talk with the person that he's been talking to. The husband said that Stephanie doesn't have the authority to use the radio, so I'm thinking she's kind of like a peasant kind of character like Eugene. I don't think she's the governor character that's been hinted at on the cover of the next issue, but I think this is a very smart move on Eugene's behalf, and he does this multiple times throughout the issue, so I really like that. Next, we're introduced to Lance Hornsby. He's kind of like the Aaron or Jesus of the community. I really like this character. A lot of people are saying he reminds them of Negan. I can see it. I really like him. He's a good kind of addition and showing the beginning of the community, and without going too much into it. So I think this is an interesting character. Next, we continue on with the interview process, which is a very good piece. I like the interview process a lot, especially the part where Lance asks Michonne if they're all of a collected mind. I think that was a very smart thing to add in. Shows how, one, our group has evolved, and shows also how Lance looks at our group at the same time. Now, one of the things I really liked about the interview process was the part where when the soldiers come back after Lance had sent them to sweep the area. I really like how when they came back with the horses, they brought up the fact that the princess didn't have a horse, so like how one of them must have walked. I really like how they incorporate that into the story, and how Lance said he doesn't totally trust them, most of the readers. So I kind of like how they use that. I hope this doesn't go into something where it was like a lie or something and the princess is really part of our group. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how that kind of gets resolved, maybe moving forward. I think it'll probably be a quick, easy move, but Looks interesting. Now, following the interview process, Lance and the soldiers begin to escort the survivors towards the Commonwealth, which is where we get the first view of the outside of the Commonwealth. Looks pretty impressive. Well, for the stadium at least. I like how, and then they mention how there's over 5,000 residents in the Commonwealth, which is the biggest community that our survivors have encountered, like Kirkman has said. So that's very interesting. I also like how they included the fact that they have sports teams and musicians come and perform. I mean, not famous, but just average everyday people. But I think that's pretty cool. Now, on the way there, they did run into a swarm of walkers. I feel like a lot of people are making a big deal out of this, saying that the magenta swarm is gonna be some kind of big thing. But I'm kind of leaning on the part where it's just some kind of swarm. Maybe it's the code name they use for the swarm. I don't really think it's anything other than just that. But you never know. Moving forward, it could end up being something. So maybe it will be. Maybe it won't. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Now, once we get to the outskirts of the community, we come across what Lance calls the wall. It's kind of like a wall where people in the community put up pictures of people that they knew were family members that they had from before the apocalypse, and it's just kind of there as a sign of hope that one day they might find these people or be reunited with them. Kind of similar to a lot of things they did during wartime and 9/11, but I find this very cool and interesting part to add. I really like how they did that, which leads to the final part of the story, where it is revealed that Michonne's daughter is a member of the community, or at least was at some point. I really like how they added this kind of twist at the end. I don't think anybody really expected this to happen. Also, I find that this was very good storytelling from Kirkman's standpoint, because I feel like a lot of people have forgotten that at the end of All Out War, in the beginning of A New Beginning story arc, Michonne went out to look for her daughter and couldn't find them, so she assumed they were dead. I like how he's still working on that story point and didn't just throw it away. And I'm really looking forward to how this intertwines with the story. I really like how the fact that there's someone in the community that knows one of our members, so it'll kind of make it an easier transition moving forward into the Commonwealth storyline. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out and goes moving forward. So that was my review of The Walking Dead issue 175, A New World Order, part 1 of 6. Stay tuned for next month, where I'll be reviewing issue 176, part 2 of The New World Order. So, thank you. This has been The Zombie Fan.